Hey guys, it's me, Helena. I hope you're having the most magical day. It is almost the new year. It is almost 2021, and what a year it's been. I'm sure you are just as ready as I am for the new year to begin, the new start to begin. And in this video, I wanted to talk about 7 things that you need to let go of to feel your best self, to feel full of energy and vitality and joy and simplicity and wonder, and to feel more in connection with you and who you are. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps to support my channel. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you are planning to get rid of and let go of this year. And feel free to subscribe to the Simple Joys channel if you feel called to, and hit that notification bell if you want to see my videos and get updated when I post new videos. All right, let's get into today's video. The 7 things to let go of. 1, this is gonna shock you, but it needs to be said. Give up the need to justify your existence through hard work. I know many of us, myself included, I also struggle with this from time to time, and I definitely did in my young adult years. I struggled with placing my worth in my work. Meaning what I made, what I contributed, what I created, and heck, I even do it sometimes now, and I have to be like, Helena, stop it. Your worth is not in your work. Cut it up. Separate the two. Because you, as a person, as a soul, are not your job, and you're not your career, and you're not what you make or what you produce or create or your identity. Your identity is not in your title. Newsflash, guys, we're here to have fun. We're here to enjoy life. We're here to throw all the paint on the canvas, right? We're here to throw confetti and throw glitter on the world and have fun and celebrate with others and share that love and that joy with others. And so the first one, let go of your need to justify yourself and your worth and your value as a person with hard work, because the two are not related and you are not your work. Number 2, give up your attention to outcomes and instead enjoy the unfolding. Enjoy the mystery of life. Enjoy this precious gift that we don't know what's around the corner. We don't know what's going to come up in our lives. We don't know how things are going to end up for us, who we're going to be with, what kind of person we're going to be like down the road, what we're going to be doing with our days. Give up the need to control that, to know that, and bask in the unknown. Be comfortable with not knowing and the mysteries of life. I've talked about this in my previous video on why success does not bring happiness, and I'll include it here in the description box as well as a card up above. But you don't actually want the outcome. You want the feeling that that thing gives you. So now that we know that, if we can focus on feeling good right now, feeling so present and good right now in this singular moment, it won't matter what that feeling feels like because we feel good now, right? It won't matter what the finish line feels like because we're so busy enjoying this good, groovy feeling we're in now. Let's say there is something that you really want, there is something in your life that you think will make you happy. Okay, so maybe the feeling that you're going after is joy. The key to getting there is being appreciative of what you have now, being grateful for the simple joys in your life right now, and being grateful for where you're at, but then also being excited and eager for more, right? So it's like, okay, I am so grateful for where I'm at in my life right now, but I'm also really excited for what's gonna come around the corner. I'm really eager to see what that is. I'm really excited to feel that feeling when I get there. It's that balance of having both excitement and joy and gratitude for where you are now. I think so often many of us feel lack, scarcity when we see what someone else has, what someone else is doing, and how we want that. And so we turn it back to ourselves and say, oh, I feel lack. I wish I had that. Why don't I have that? Why am I not deserving of that? We got to crush that narrative. We got to crush it. Crush that narrative. We have got to be grateful for where we're at now. And that is something I'm always talking about on my channel, is gratitude, appreciation for the simple joys. Because when you are appreciative for anything in your life that you have now, you get in that mindset of getting ready and open to receiving the thing that you want. But in order to get there, in order to get to whatever you want, you have to be grateful for where you are. And you can't trick yourself. You can't trick the universe. You can't fake it. You have to really believe and really feel grateful for what you have. And it could be the smallest and simplest of things, which is why my channel is called Simple Joys, because there's appreciation and joy in the simple. It does not have to be a big thing. You do not have to have grand things or a grand life to feel appreciative and grateful for what you have. I have a shirt I would like you to read. It says, happy, thank you, more, please. What does that mean? It's so simple. Happy, get grateful, notice the simple joys. Thank you. Express your gratitude. Express your appreciation for what you have. More, please. Ask for what you want. Get eager and excited for more of what you want. That is the secret. But then also having the courage to surrender, let go of your plans, and trust that the universe is going to take you where you're meant to be. So it's having that direction, having that free will, and knowing what you want, but then letting go of the reins and saying, I trust that this is where I'm meant to be, and I'm excited and eager for more of what the universe wants for me. You have free will. You have freedom of choice, but you only have control in this singular moment. That outcome, that future thing that you want, you have no control over that. You can only focus on this moment and the next one and the next one and the next one, and be so fully in each moment, enjoying the journey, enjoying the process, feeling grateful for what you have. And then it's like, dang, you got it. Because you were where you were, present and grateful and eager for what was to come. That is the secret to letting go of outcomes. And that is a key component to joy, is letting go of attachments. Letting go and being unattached to the unfoldings of life and just enjoying the ride, enjoying the journey. That is what life is about. So that is like such a big thing. I talk about it in the other video, but that's such a key component. All right, let's go to the next one before I go off topic. Okay, yeah, and then this goes to the next point, which is give up the need to compare yourself to other people. Listen, we're human beings, okay? We all feel envy. We all feel jealousy at some point. We all have flaws. We all have negative aspects of our personality, and we all feel jealousy and envy at some point. And it's important to bring awareness to that and acknowledge, yeah, I'm jealous of this person. I'm jealous of this situation. To be conscious of what we're feeling and why. Why are we feeling that way, right? We always need to ask why to uncover the root and then start changing our lives, right? And here's the thing. This is what I used to do. I used to unfollow people. I used to block people on Instagram because I didn't want to be tempted to look up their lives and to get jealous of their amazing travels and adventures around the globe. And I didn't want to follow them because I didn't want to keep feeling that lack and that scarcity. But here's the thing. There will always be people that you're jealous of. There will always be people who have more than you. There will always be people who have what you want that you don't already. And instead of unfollowing them, turning a blind eye to them, instead of doing that, there is one solution, and that is feeling gratitude. And I know I sound like a broken record, but when you do feel grateful for the things you have, the comparison falls away. It doesn't matter anymore, because when your cup is so full, when it feels so full with gratitude, you stop looking around. You stop looking and comparing. It falls away. It really, really does. Jealousy and envy falls away. So instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on what you do have and appreciate that. And this brings us right into number 4, which is give up your attachment to ownership. You don't have to own to appreciate. You don't have to own anything or have anything to feel joy. It's like going window shopping, right? Or walking down the street and looking in cute boutiques and admiring the window displays and the decorations and the clothes and the beautiful things. and admiring it for what it is. Being grateful for getting to experience that sight, that beauty. But knowing that you don't have to take it home with you to feel good about yourself. You don't have to take it home with you to feel joy. And this goes with people too, in comparing our lives to other people. For example, you could have a friend that has 3 darling children and you just adore them. You could appreciate them and their life and their family and their joy that they share with one another, but also not have that for yourself. You can appreciate the miracle of becoming a mother, of your friends getting married, your friends having children, your friends embarking on this new life for themselves, but also not want that for yourself, right? You don't have to own something to appreciate it. You can imagine having that thing. And sometimes imagining it is better than actually having it. Anne Shirley of Anne of Green Gables, she would agree that sometimes imagining wonderful things is more spectacular than the thing itself. And it's the same when we encounter people in our lives or things that we want to buy, or someone has this beautiful house or this beautiful car, this amazing job title or whatever. We can admire that and have the imaginative skills to imagine how wonderful that must feel for them to have that, but also not have that for ourselves and feel good about it. Our consumerism and our consumerist society has affected our ability to feel grateful whether we own something or not. And I think that as humanity, as a collective, we are starved for appreciation. We are starved for gratitude. We do not have enough of it. We are constantly wanting more and more and more of what is outside of ourselves instead of what is within, and feeling grateful for what we have. It's the same with seeing influencers or YouTubers or bloggers or people, celebrities, right? It's the same with seeing them online, and you can admire them and appreciate them and their lifestyle without needing to have that or feeling jealousy of what you don't have. I could have the imagination and I can feel gratitude for them and feel appreciative that I get to experience that journey with them through their Instagram photos. I get to experience that place and see those cool moments of their life and experience that joy with them. A good thing to ask yourself is, can I appreciate and have gratitude for things that are not in my life as if they were, and not feel like there's a hole in my life because something's missing? Let go of your plans and attachments to planning life. I used to write these long 20-year plans, and not only would I write down what I had, where I lived, what I had accomplished, right? The person I was married to, the feelings I had, how I felt when I had those things. I used to write long pages down, and then I would go to Office Depot and I would get those pages laminated. Laminated! And I would read those life plans like it were my religion. I would, before I went to bed at night, I would read my 3-year plan, my 5-year plan, my 10-year plan, and I would pretend as if I already had it. And I'd visualize and feel what it felt like to have that thing. Now, there's nothing wrong with manifestation. It works. It really does. Manifestation does work. Don't let anyone tell you differently. But giving up control of my life and allowing life to take me to where I'm meant to be, and just surrendering and being unattached to the outcome of where I'm headed, has brought me so much inner peace, steadfast, consistent inner peace, inner joy, and it doesn't go away. And it's because my inner world is so steadfast and so solid that if my life changes and transforms, I will move with it. And when we let go and we surrender to life, it is just so much more exciting and so much more fun. And what a ride to enjoy. Like, it's like going whitewater rafting, and you pay all this money to experience this fun experience of going down the river and having the thrills of being in nature and the highs and lows of working as a team and going down the river, right? Didn't you want to ride down the river? Didn't you want to experience this? Didn't you want to experience this magical unfolding of life? And if so, let go of the reins and surrender. Let go of your plans. Stop planning your future. Sure, it's good to have goals, right? I'm all for goal setting. I'm all for having a direction or having something to look forward to in life. It's really important to have things to look forward to and to have something to plan for. But it's this balance of surrendering to life and also, controlling your thoughts, controlling how you approach life and your optimism and your joy. Because when we feel good and when we get the inside right, the outside falls into place. When we can really feel gratitude and joy within us, the outside just magically unfolds in perfect alignment with what our soul is feeling. Number 6, give up the concern about what anyone else thinks of you. It's all about balance, right? Like, if you don't care about what anyone thinks of you, I'm worried about you, because we are pack animals. We are human social beings that want to feel included. We want to feel part of something, part of a group, part among our fellow man, our fellow people, right? We want to feel included. And so if you don't care about what anyone else thinks of you, it's like, okay, I'm a little worried. I'm a little concerned. You should care a little bit. The way to give up the concern about what other people think of you is to start doing more of what you love and stop doing what you don't like. When you start filling your life with things that you enjoy, naturally, you're going to start picking apart the things that don't really vibe and align with that energy and that good feeling vibe, that those things are going to fall away naturally. And if they don't, then you got to set up some boundaries and start cutting some things out of your life. But that is a big way that I have been able to stop caring what people think about me. It's doing more of what I really like to do and doing things that make me feel good, right? Self-care, self-love, giving myself epic compassion and empathy when I am in those low moments, and accepting myself for who I am and what I'm experiencing when I'm in those low places. So it's about having acceptance for yourself and love for yourself, enough so that you can put up boundaries and say no to projects, things, anything outside of you that doesn't bring you joy. And when you start doing more of what you love and what sets your heart on fire, you stop caring about what people think of you doing that thing, because you're so filled up in such a good place that what people say about you doing that thing doesn't really matter. And it's also important to not be so self-focused. I think as humans, it's very easy to keep focusing on ourselves and what we're feeling and what we're experiencing and our thoughts and, oh, what will people think of me if I do this? Newsflash, not many people care. It's the truth. We're all people living our own lives. We all have our own worries, our own problems, our own stresses, our own joys, our own life things, that when we're living our lives, we're not really focused on what other people are doing. And so know that you're off the hook. And when people do watch your life or do judge you or do give you advice, know this. Those people are not getting the full picture of you and your life and what you know, what you think, and what you feel. No one else is connected to you, your intuition, your inner voice. Only you are connected to your higher self, and only you have the wisdom that is within you to take action on. So knowing that everyone else is kind of doing their own thing, obsessed about their own lives, you only have to focus on having fun and feeling good and feeling joyful and being a person of service to others along the way. Life is so simple when you think about it. You just need to have fun and enjoy life and loosen up and just do things that make you feel good. And when you're in that process of feeling good, you naturally will stop caring what people think about you, because you'll start thinking big picture, right? Like, life starts getting a little bit more zoomed out and you start realizing, oh wait, all these people are busy doing their own things in their own lives. They don't really care about what I'm doing. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's good to be humble, to remind ourselves that, we're on our own path, we're on our own journey, and we need to focus on just having fun, letting loose, and enjoying life. The last one, this is so important. Let go of the judgment of others. Honor your self-sovereignty. And also honor the self-sovereignty of others. Admire others for making their own choices with their own lives and walking their own walk and believing in what they believe. Celebrate anyone who stays true to themselves, has integrity, and has the confidence to maintain who they are. As a collective, I'm learning this too, so I'm not perfect. Obviously, I'm also experiencing and learning this myself, but we need to stop placing judgments on other people and also making assumptions about people and their lifestyle choices based on what we see. It is very easy to look at someone's life, not get a complete picture, because especially if it's online, like we don't know the full story, really. And then we fill in the blanks with our own past experiences, our own life experiences, our own past. We put our beliefs and what we've experienced onto them. And more than likely, 99.9999% of the time, it's wrong. Assumptions are always wrong. Not only are they wrong, but they're lazy. They're lazy because we're not thinking for ourselves. We're not thinking deeper. We're not challenging our critical thinking and digging deep enough to ask ourselves why, right? We're not getting curious and asking the hard questions like, why am I placing this assumption on this person? Why am I judging them for this thing that they did? Why am I assuming that this is their personality? What evidence do I have? Is this kind? Is this helpful? Is this true? Every time I make an assumption about someone or I judge someone or something, I always remind myself, it's like a trigger. I'm like, is this true? Is this kind? Is this helpful? If it is not true and I don't have evidence of it, we need to stop right there. It is time to stop putting words in other people's mouths, making assumptions about people's lifestyles and all that. And this is all about having compassion and having empathy for other people and having the compassion to accept other people for where they're at in their life, what their beliefs are. But I challenge you, my friends, in this new year, let go of assumptions. Never assume anything about anyone or anything in life. And ask the harder questions. Dig deeper. Get curious. Ask why. I encourage you to let go of any need or any desire or any habit or pattern to place judgment or assumptions on other people based on what we see. It's like Mona Lisa's smile. Everything is not always what it seems, and it's our job to be detectives and investigators and to research further and to ask ourselves the harder questions. Because when we do that self-awareness and we do that introspection, we can uncover a lot more about our roots and our beliefs, and we can just, oh, this stuff is my jam. I could talk about this forever. Man, I could go so deep with all of this. I could talk about rebirth and death and transformation and psychology all day long. My 8th house is stacked in my natal chart and I have Scorpio everywhere. So if I seem too much for you, that's why. But anyway, those are my 7 things to let go of in the new year. Get rid, shed anything that no longer serves you. I hope that these 7 things help you as they've helped me. And I hope you have a magical day, my friends, and I hope you have a magical year 2021, and I will see you next week here on The Simple Joys. Bye!